Good evening and welcome to the Community Awards Night for the Tunkhannock Area High School graduating class of 2025. My name is Bryce Miller and it is my honor to address you as the president of the senior class. Over the previous 4 years, members of this class have worked incredibly hard in order to reach this point in our high school careers. And to those of you here tonight, congratulations. I'm confident when I say that many of my peers in these seats will become the leaders and innovators of the next generation. To our community, we are grateful for your continued support and belief in the idea that any high school senior should be able to pursue their dreams and aspirations, regardless of any present financial constraints. As a class, we are filled with gratitude for your continued generosity and desire to invest in our futures. In my opinion, this is one of the many special and unique aspects of living in a small yet tight-knit community such as Tunkhannock that is often overlooked. To conclude, as we celebrate the hard work and dedication of this senior class, I encourage everyone to honor the lives of those represented by these scholarships. Many of these scholarships tonight are given in memory of loved ones who have passed away. On behalf of the class of 2025, we promise to carry forth and honor the memory of these special men and women with us and into our futures, whether that be in college, trade school, or the military. Now, if you are able, please stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance to commence tonight's ceremony. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join me in welcoming Tunkhannock Area High School Principal, Mr. Winsek.
Thank you, Bryce. Bryce is one of the amazing, outstanding senior class that we have this year at Tunkhannock Area High School. Good evening. My name is Matthew Winsek, principal at Tunkhannock Area High School, along with Mrs. Brittany Wood, the assistant principal. It is our privilege to MC this amazing event. We welcome the generous families, community organizations, and grateful recipients and your families to this important event. Tonight is a testament to the families who generously honor their loved ones and the businesses and organizations who generously give back to this community and its students. Before we begin presentations, I would like to take a moment to describe the process which will take place on stage. As we introduce the awards, presenters, will you please make your way to the stage and use the staircase to my left, your right. Please feel free to step to the center podium and begin speaking. Recipients, when your name is called, please utilize the same set of stairs. Come forward, greet the presenter, and please stand close to the table as you will be more visible on the live stream. Once that's completed, please step off stage where Dr. Sick will be taking your picture in front of the backdrop. To begin this evening, I would like to introduce Mrs. Wood for our first presenter.
Good evening. Our first award this evening is the Dr. W. Dayton and Diane Shelley Memorial Scholarship at the Community Foundation, presented by Melissa Shelley Kandrovi.
Good evening. Each year I come here to give a scholarship in my dad's name, and as of just 2 years ago, in my mom's name as well. When Dayton told me that he was going to spend an extra week at Syracuse, despite me missing him terribly, just because he wanted to say goodbye to the seniors that were graduating, I decided to use it as leverage to make him come here with me tonight. So, yay, baby boy Dayton is here. I love this night. I always get to see the familiar faces of those here to give in the name of their own loved ones. We've all heard each other's stories, and I don't know how you all feel, but I feel bonded by our stories. They're all unique, many are sad, all are heartfelt. But at their core, we're all here to honor someone and to keep their memory alive, to turn something sad into something beautiful, and that's my favorite part. For the seniors that don't know my parents' story, I want to share how this scholarship came to be because of students just like you. My mom and dad were not your typical anything. My dad was a doctor that didn't golf, but he loved dirty jokes, and he wouldn't spend more than $20 on a pair of sneakers. He was old school, yet open-minded. He loved fishing and John Denver songs and science fiction. My dad was cheap when it came to himself, but very generous when it came to others. He was freakishly smart, but always knew that there was so much more to learn. Music was his outlet and a sense of comfort. It was a huge part of his own family growing up, and it became the way that he connected with others. And in fact, it's the way that he wooed my mom. On their first date after dinner, he drove them to this remote spot, probably not the best idea, and he reached behind the seat. My mom was freaked out that he was going to attack her, and just as she was getting ready to run, he brought his guitar from behind the seat. She said that she knew then that he was the one. My mom was a 5-foot-tall, spunky, dynamic powerhouse that cheered far too loudly, usually for him, and always spoke her mind. She loved the kids, students, and was so proud when during homecoming parades, kids on every float from every class called out to her. She had an incredible work ethic, old school values, and was the embodiment of the word grit. She had the best stories, and especially loved to tell the ones that involved her putting my dad through med school while he just went to classes. Before she married my dad, she was engaged several times because she just liked to go ring shopping. And my mom adored her grandchildren, especially Dayton. He could do no wrong, and if I ever complained about something that he did, she would find some reason why it was actually completely understandable. My mom was fun and spunky and fiercely loyal. The reason this scholarship exists is because of my mom and students just like you. When my dad was super sick, my principal at the time sent chorus students to his house to sing for him, knowing that he loved music. I remember looking at their very young, sweet faces and wondering if they could possibly understand what a moment they were a part of. Allowing us to hear their beautiful voices fill their home and listening as my dad, really on his deathbed, shared his own stories were just seemingly simple acts of kindness, but it was so profound. My mom and I knew that we were at the end and that we were part of something so special. When my dad died just 2 days later, those same students sang at his funeral. The following year, one of those kids wrote their college essay about how much it meant to him to sing for my father. It was then that my mom said we needed to create a scholarship in his name, a tribute not only to my dad, but to the students that took a sad time and made it beautiful. And now this tribute is also to the woman that supported him and our entire family through every moment. That's the story behind the scholarship, a very small gift born from a much larger one that began over 16 years ago now. Its meaning cannot be measured in the dollars. They will be gone in a blink. The meaning of this gift comes from this town, these people, and from connection. So that's my message to this class of full of heart go-getters, of students that have brightened my days all year, that have challenged me and made me laugh. Please understand the impact that you can have in all the moments. Understand that you come from a community that will cheer for you every step of the way and be grateful for them. Understand that someday, maybe sooner than you think, you will also have the chance to take a sad time and make it beautiful for someone else. Seize those opportunities. You will not regret the effort. This year, it is my absolute joy and honor to present the W. Dayton and Diane Shelley Scholarship to someone I've had the privilege of knowing her entire life. Sarah DeMarco is a force, a beautifully unfiltered, fiercely loyal, unapologetically passionate force. She is vibrant and full of life, emotional, outspoken, very, you all know that, driven by strong values and deeply committed to doing what's right even when it's hard. She stands out in every room she enters. She's an artist in every sense of the word, whether it's on stage, transforming into someone else entirely, or with a pencil in her hand, bringing imagination into life. And she's also really fun. Sarah's scholarship essay was a window into the kind of person she is. thoughtful, nostalgic, emotionally attuned to the world around her. In it, she described a moment in a car, somewhere on a long road trip, surrounded by music and family. That essay wasn't just about songs or miles traveled. It was about love, change, connection, and the ache of growing up. She captured the way music becomes memory and how sound becomes soul, and how the things we once took for granted, like being crammed into a minivan with the people we love, can become the most sacred chapters of our lives. In her words, music has always been one of the biggest parts of my life, for I find most love in the connections music has created for me. Sarah has always used her gifts to connect, to express, and to uplift. During COVID, I have a video of her singing and playing the ukulele for my mom, and she adored it and adored her. That moment was one of many where Sarah unknowingly did what this scholarship was built on. She brought beauty to a hard time through music, through presence, through kindness. Sarah will be attending Coastal Carolina University to study musical theater, and I know without a doubt that she will continue to use her voice, her presence, and her enormous heart to impact people wherever she goes. This year's recipient of the W. Dayton and Diane Shelley Scholarship is Sarah DeMarco.
Our next award this evening is the Ambrose Dutch Keller Award at the Community Foundation, presented by Mary Keller.
The Dutch Keller Memorial Scholarship has been awarded to a Tunkhannock High School graduate since 1968. Dutch was an educator and coach who strived to instill the importance of a well-rounded education. To qualify, applicants must be in the top third of the graduating class and have achieved at least 5 varsity letters. As always, we were privileged to have several qualifying applicants to choose from. This year's recipient of the Dutch Keller Scholarship is Bryce Miller.
Our next scholarship is the Molly Coker Memorial Scholarship at the Community Foundation, presented by the family of Molly Coker.
It was a pleasure to review the scholarship applicants this year, and it was an interesting selection process with Ruby choosing this year's applicant. I want to share some of the application with you tonight, and it makes me kind of chuckle because being part of the older generation, I grew up on the land before time and dinosaurs. And if you remember the names of some of the dinosaurs, you remember who the Triceratops was. The individual says, "My favorite dinosaur on my dino placemat was always the Triceratops. I used to wish my mom named me Sarah, C-E-R-A, like Sarah, S-A-R-H, but spelled Sarah, C-E-R-A. I thought that would be so cool. I also loved how it looked like I was wearing a crown because Sarah translates to princess in Hebrew. Also, the triceratops on the placemat was this dusty blue color with purple spots, so everything just clicked. From then on, the triceratops was for me. She is also a self-proclaimed Hogwarts recipient, into the house of Hufflepuff. She says she always knew that she was in that house, never doubted it.
Sarah DeMarco.
Our next award this evening is the Dwight R. Evans Memorial Scholarship, presented by Mary Zwegner.
Good evening. The Dwight R. Evans Memorial Scholarship honors the memory of my late husband, Dwight Evans, a Tunkhannock resident who died in a commercial airlines accident in 1994. It awards $2,000 per year for 4 years to a deserving senior who wants to major in a science or health field. Each year, the foundation struggles choosing a winner whose accomplishments balance academic achievement, life goals, upstanding values with a remarkable personality. The committee also wants to select a student whose outlook and drive is reminiscent of Dwight's energetic personality. This year's winner has earned academic distinction through hard work, demonstrated character through a strong moral compass, and proven to be a committed student and valued member of the senior class. A leader in community incentives, this senior has served as an officer in the Interact Club, been a mentor in the You Go Girl program, been selected to attend the Empower Leadership Experience, and has been part of the Youth Opportunities Uncovered initiative as a county representative of Tunkhannock Area High School. Our winner this year placed in the top 20% of her class while engaged in rigorous courses, including 6 advanced placement classes and qualifying for the state championship in the governor's STEM competition. She is also a skilled musician. And to top it all off, at the same time, she has managed to work several part-time jobs to finance her needs and save for college. What stands out most about this year's winner is her impressive passion to succeed despite adversity. She will be the first person in her family to attend college and is committed to making a positive difference in the world. Her interest in science and engineering will lead her to pursue biomedical engineering at Bucknell University. As my son noted when reviewing her application, this young woman is fierce in her intentions while retaining her authenticity and optimism. This year's winner of the Dwight R. Evans Memorial Scholarship is Mariah Fassett.
Our next scholarship is the Sandy Vizoric Memorial Scholarship, presented by the Vizoric family, Catherine Garbus and Barb Landon.
Hello, Tunkhannock. Hello, seniors. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Congratulations, mom, dads, grandmas, grandpas that got them this far. And guess what? Your adventure is just beginning. You're going to have a great, great adventure ahead of you. My name is Barb Landon, Catherine Garbus, Janice Vizoric, Ron Vizoric, and Ron Jr. And we're here as part of the Sandy Vizoric Memorial Scholarship as part of Wyoming County CARES. Now, seniors, you probably haven't heard of CARES, but this is a group that was organized by Sandy Vizoric, myself, Catherine, and a bunch of other people from our community. In 2004, November of 2004, the Vizoric family lost their son. Sandy lost her son from a drug overdose. And Sandy and a group of us got together and we said, enough is enough. We've got to do something to help this community. We've got to get out and change some of the rules and regulations to help people that have addictions. So what we did is we formed a group called Wyoming County CARES. CARES is an acronym. It stands for Coalition on Addiction, Research, Educate, Support. And that's basically what we do. We're fortunate enough in the Tunkhannock School District to have Cammie Anderson to come and help students that have been somehow afflicted with the disease of substance abuse, either by themselves or a family member or a close friend. But it takes more than one person or two people to help out in this community of ours. So that's what basically we have done. We are working with the people at the courthouse, the DA, the judge, the police officers, the schools, anybody that would be willing to help out to try to overcome the problems that we've had in our community. And we have come a long way. We really, truly have come a long way. We have a treatment court. We have now in Tunkhannock 3 different groups that help people with addiction. We have 2 sober houses. We have different facilities that people could go into to try to overcome substance abuse. So we have come a long way, but we still have a long way to go. One of the things that Sandy really pushed as we're supporting these individuals with the substance abuse disorder is education. She thought it was so important to have education via Cammie Anderson, but also we brought in, up until COVID, we had a speaker every year at the Tunkhannock Area School District come in and talk to the students. It could be a person that's gone through and have become sober, or we've had experts come into the field. And just, 3 years ago, we got a person who's an internationally known speaker. He was a football player in Texas who got hurt, ended up with on OxyContin, couldn't get the OxyContin anymore, ended up on heroin, ended up in jail, and now he's a very successful person. He has gone and talked to almost every college in the United States and goes to schools and talks to them. And he wrote a book. It's called How to Be a Coffee Bean. If you ever get a chance to read it, it's quite funny. But at any rate, it was the mantra of Elk Lake School District. So we had Damon West go and speak at the Elk Lake School District that year. So it was a fabulous type of thing. Like I said, we really wanted something with education, and Sandy passed away, unfortunately, and in 2021. So CARES decided we need to do something. We need to keep this Sandy alive, so to speak, through a scholarship. So we really pushed, and we decided that we would give a $500 scholarship to anybody in treatment court that would like to go on and further in their education. Because a lot of individuals that are in treatment court don't even have their GEDs, and they have to now get their GEDs. We also wanted to give it to a high school senior. Now last year, no one from Tunkhannock applied for the scholarship, and no one from treatment court applied last year or this year. But I do want to mention this though. We've had 4 people on treatment court not only get their GEDs, but they've gone on to college, and 3 of them have their master's degrees. So that's a long way, guys. That's a long way for these individuals. The people that applied, we had 9 people apply this year, and it was tough, but we found 3 people that just perfectly fit what Sandy would want as far as furthering somebody's education to help people with substance abuse. And with the following people, please come up to the stage. Libby Stevens. Mackenzie Hannon. And Brock McLean. These 3 people are going to make a difference, and I hope they get a chance to make a difference in whatever community they live in. Thank you.
Our next award this evening is the Brena McDonald Memorial Scholarship, presented by Holly McDonald and Addie McDonald Dickinson.
Hello, my name is Addie McDonald Dickinson, and this is my mom, Holly McDonald. Brena was my sister, and this award was established in 1998 in her memory after being killed in an automobile accident on her way to school during her senior year. The criteria for this award are class rank, falling within the second 10% of the class, a highly rated academic record, involvement in extracurricular activities, both school and community, and acceptance to post-high school education or training. In short, we are looking for someone who reminds us of Brena. She was a bright, caring, and delightful young lady with a wonderful sense of humor. This year's recipient meets all these qualities. A teacher described the applicant as a confident student who shows remarkable attention to detail, is hardworking, and always has a smile on her face. A community member stated that the applicant has the utmost talent, motivation, and dedication to succeed at anything she faces in life. She will be successful in whatever she chooses to do, and all of these qualities would have also described Brena. Family has always been very important to us, and the application requires each student to write an essay about their favorite family activities. The applicant described her summers in such a way that they reminded me of my summers with my sister and my mom, swimming, soaking up the sun, and spending as much time outdoors as possible. In the winter, she wrote about snowball fights, sledding, and building snowmen with her family, reflecting the joy and warmth she shares with her family throughout the different seasons. To quote the applicant, "Throughout my entire childhood and life, I have been supported, cared for, and loved by my family. I will forever look back on my childhood and appreciate the memories my parents have created for me. Again, in the words of the applicant, once upon a time in a village far, far away, there was a young girl who was queen of the wind kingdom. She would walk about outside, moving her arms, controlling the direction and power of the wind. This seemingly mythical girl living in an imaginary kingdom is the recipient of Brena's 2025 scholarship, and her name is Piper Robinson.
Our next scholarship is the Howard and Geraldine Trogger Memorial Scholarships, presented by Warren Trogger, along with the 2025 recipients, Austin Kimileski and Sammy Rohrg.
Good evening. I am Warren Trogger, nephew of Howard and Geraldine Trogger. In my aunt and uncle's will, they designated $500,000 to begin the Howard and Geraldine Trogger Scholarship Trust. I'm honored tonight to present the 9th yearly recipients of this scholarship. Each year, one male and one female of the senior class of the Tunkhannock Area School District receives a one-time amount. I'd like to tell you a little bit about my uncle and aunt. My uncle was born, raised, and lived his entire life at Lake Winola. My aunt was born and raised in Mill City. Both graduated from Falls Overfield High School, which is now part of the Tunkhannock Area School District. After graduation, my uncle served in the Navy, and my aunt began her working career. After his service in the Navy, they married. For a few years, my uncle was employed driving a truck transporting new cars from Detroit to the East Coast for sale. Then they took a life-changing opportunity and purchased an old store in Mill City and began Trogger's Hardware. After many additions and remodelings to the building, they added bottled gas, then fuel oil and propane gas service. They achieved a thriving business. They also owned rental apartments, a laundromat, a rental storage facility, and built a structure leased by the U.S. Postal Service as the Lake Winola Post Office, and built Winola Plaza, a strip mall. Even though very successful in business ventures, neither had the opportunity or family encouragement for further education beyond high school. They both regretted this, as they valued education as the most important aspect in life. Uncle Howard was a Falls Overfield and Tunkhannock Area School Board member for many years and was also on the board of directors for Keystone College. My uncle and aunt had no children in their marriage, and this scholarship trust is a way they felt they could help students of the Tunkhannock Area School District further their education beyond high school. Being a retired teacher of 36 years from the Tunkhannock School District, I'm especially pleased to be part of this scholarship process in memory of my aunt and uncle. The 2 trustees and 2 board members of the Scholarship Trust are very pleased to have awarded over $225,000 in 9 years to 18 scholarship recipients. Each recipient this year will receive a one-time $15,000 amount. As is tradition, last year's scholarship recipients are here tonight to present this year's recipients. So I ask you to welcome Samantha Rohrig and Austin Kimaleski as they come forward to present. Well, you've welcomed them nicely, thank you. They're going to present the 2025 scholarship recipients.
Good evening. I'm Samantha Rohrig, last year's female recipient of the Trogger Scholarship. I'm happy to be here tonight to present the 2025 recipient of the Trogger Scholarship. This year's female recipient of the Trogger Scholarship is Lauren Bulkley.
Hello. Oh. Pardon me. Hello, I'm Austin Kimaleski, last year's recipient of the Trogger Scholarship. I'm pleased to present this year's male recipient. This year's male recipient is Logan Zdanowitz.
Our next award this evening is the Luzerne County Sports Hall of Fame Award, presented by Jimmy T. Martin.
Please join me in giving a round of applause for all the presenters and the recipients tonight, please. Good evening. My name is Jimmy T. Martin, and I'm a proud representative of the Luzerne County Sports Hall of Fame. The Luzerne County Sports Hall of Fame is one of 28 chapters across Pennsylvania sanctioned by the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. We are a nonprofit organization committed to honoring the memory and legacy of athletes and contributors who have brought lasting acclaim both on and off the playing field to the state of Pennsylvania. Since the inception of our Scholar Athlete program, we've awarded scholarships to students across 22 school districts representing Luzerne, Wyoming, Bradford, Sullivan, and Columbia counties. Tonight it is my honor to present our annual Scholar Athlete Award to a distinguished member of Tunkhannock Area High School. Every year, the award is given to a high school student athlete who embodies the discipline, character, and excellence needed to carry the lessons of high school into college and beyond. As part of the nomination process, we ask our Scholar Athlete candidates to answer a few fun and reflective questions. When we ask this year's recipient to pick an actor or actress to portray them in the story of their life, whether now or in the future, this is what our recipient said. If I were to choose an actor or actress to portray the story of my life, I would choose Keanu Reeves. This is mainly because of Keanu Reeves' reputation of being a humble, kind, and compassionate man in a field of many who have the reputation of being self-centered and arrogant. Furthermore, Keanu Reeves was not born into stardom and success. Instead, his childhood was marked by a disjointed family dynamic and constant relocation as a high school student. As a result of these experiences, his commitment to achieving his aspirations through hard work and steadfast determination have allowed him to rise to the success he sees today. While I am grateful that my life has not been marked by disjointed family dynamic, I do feel that Keanu Reeves' personal qualities of kindness, humility, and dedication to his aspirations are a reflection of the tenets I aspire to uphold in my daily life. So after reading that, we at the Luzerne County Sports Hall of Fame were like, dude, excellent. Thank you. I had hold for roaring laughter after that, so thank you so much. But in all seriousness, it's responses like these that truly reveal the character behind the accomplishments. So in closing, the recipient will be honored not only tonight, but also at our annual induction banquet on June 8th. The scholarship award will also be sent directly to the selected college to support their continued academic journey, which for this recipient is the University of Notre Dame. So without further ado, it is my privilege to announce the 2025 Scholar Athlete Award to Bryce Miller.
Our next scholarship is the Frank J. Valvano Memorial Scholarship at the Community Foundation, presented by Abby Valvano.
Good evening. The Frank Falano Memorial Scholarship is awarded each year in honor of my dad, who was the assistant superintendent here of Tunkhannock until his retirement in 2007. A year later, we lost him in a motorcycle accident on Route 81. We want to use this award to recognize a student who embodies the qualities that my dad most valued, being hardworking and persistent in the classroom and on the athletic field, someone who is involved in community service and who shows appreciation for the arts and the outdoors. Our recipient this year is certainly not afraid of hard work and commitment. Excuse me. She is highly involved in her church, volunteers with the youth soccer clinic, and helps pack toys for children around the holidays. She talked about her years working multiple jobs, including in her family's greenhouses, and how even after a full day of work outside in the heat, she would volunteer her time with more manual labor on an almost daily basis. She credited her dad, who instilled this work ethic in her and her siblings, reciting his motto, "If the sun's up, so should you." These qualities paid off in track and field too, participating in all 3 throwing events for the girls' varsity team. With a particular passion for the discus, she committed to strength training in the off-season and saw how it paid off, winning her multiple top 3 finishes last season and the Varsity Girls Unsung Hero Award. She did all of this while also being a consistent honor roll student. Our recipient has plans to attend Johnson College to become a physical therapy assistant. Please join me in congratulating our 2025 Frank Valvano Scholarship recipient, Kelsey Paraski.
Our next award this evening is the Robin Schultz Memorial Scholarship, presented by Kendra and Bill Schultz and Debbie and Lance Montross.
Good evening. My name is Bill Schultz, and on behalf of the Schultz and Montross families, I would like to present the Robin Schultz Memorial Scholarship. So out of full transparency, it was supposed to be my daughter Kendra here tonight presenting, and I got the call this afternoon. She's not feeling too well. So I'm going to sub in, but I'm going to use her speech So pretend I'm my daughter Kendra if you can. I can't begin to explain the type of woman my mother was unless I describe how athletic she was. Although I didn't get to see her dominate on the volleyball court or watch her athleticism shine through on the fast-pitch softball field, I did get to see her dominate on the slow-pitch softball field and watch her athleticism shine as pitchers in the league walked her so they could face my dad instead while they played on the same team. If any of you didn't get that reference, in the slow-pitch leagues that my parents played in, it was half men and half women, and pitchers in the league would often walk the boys to pitch the girls, hitting in hopes for an easier out. But they knew my mom was too good, and my dad couldn't hit the gap in the outfield like she could. So I'm the dad in this story, and it's almost like she knew I was going to be reading her speech tonight. She then stopped humiliating my dad through athleticism and moved on to her children. There were many a night where my sister and I challenged Mom and tried to say we were more athletic than her, which she simply responded with, "Want to arm wrestle?" I don't know how many of you in this room know my mother, but she was a tiny little woman, so we always took the bait. Well, let's just say she was a lefty and faced us with her non-dominant arm, and later in the evening we would all be crying and moping over how much our biceps hurt after getting beat by her own mother. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about my mother's kindness, and not just me losing to the shortest woman I ever faced in arm wrestling. Seriously, she stood on a chair when I went up against her. That was true too, by the way. There was never a moment where she entered a room and thought about herself first. She was a creature of habit and always offered a helping hand to the person she knew needed it most. She was a fierce competitor, but most importantly, her kindness always shone through. This scholarship represents exactly that, having the confidence to be fierce, but more importantly, having the courage to be kind. Be kind to one another, and if you can't, then try to be tolerant and accepting of one another. Live life as beautifully and vulnerable as you can. No one knows when it will be your last day. Each of the applicants this year demonstrated extreme attributes of kindness and athleticism in their applications. It was not an easy choice to pick just one winner, and the community, once again, should be very proud of the strong and kind women in this class entering the world. With that being said, the 2025 Robin Schultz Memorial Scholarship Award goes to Keller Griffin.
Our next scholarship is the Tigertrons 222 Scholarship, American Legion Dennis Strong Post 457, presented by John Schaefer.
Good evening, Earthlings. It is my honor to be here. I would be remiss if I did not mention this amazing group of students. However, I would certainly give credit to the administration of this building, in this district, the school board, the faculty, the support staff, and of course, without the parents, you all probably wouldn't be here. How many of you have had anatomy and physiology as a class? Got it. So I represent the Dennis Strong Post, number 457. It's a chartered post of the American Legion. And since its founding in 1919, nearly 2,500 American Legion posts have formed around the country, including locally posts in Tunkhannock, Factoryville, Nicholson, and Black Walnut. The Tunkhannock post bears the name of Dennis Strong. He was the first soldier from Tunkhannock killed in the Great War, later named World War I. He was born in Laceyville. He was 22 when he gave his life to his country while serving in France. In the community, Post 457 is always looking for ways to help people, not just veterans, but people. And over the years, those efforts have included assisting in flood relief and, of course, honoring veterans through Memorial Day and Veterans Day events. Our Honor Guard provides military funeral honors to veterans, as well as supporting community events with color guards, flag raisings, and parades. You may know us for decorating cemeteries with flags and wreaths to honor our fellow veterans, and for sponsoring the Legion baseball team. Also, most recently this month, giving out poppies at the different stores around Tunkhannock. In 2018, we initiated a scholarship for continuing education to a Tunkhannock senior from the robotics team. It occurred to us that the robotics team was one who every single one of those students, how many of you are athletes? Okay, how many of you are planning on going pro? Okay, in robotics you can go pro. Every single one of them can go pro. Every one of them get a job doing what they enjoy doing. So the award is for a student who exhibits the qualities that we value as veterans: integrity, vision, service, leadership, intelligence, all values we measured the applicants by. This year's winner of a $1,500 scholarship displays all of these qualities. Our winner is the amazing Miss Hannah Milner.
Our next award this evening is the Anna Van Auken Memorial Scholarship, presented by Paul and Luann Van Auken.
Our daughter, Anna Van Auken, passed away suddenly in May of 2019 from a previously undiagnosed health ailment. She was a high school junior at the time, and obviously her loss has left a hole in her heart that cannot be healed. But in order to try to do some good in her memory and fulfill all of what I know that she would have done, we've established the Anna Van Auken Memorial Fund to honor her memory, and again, like I said, to fulfill and complete all the good in the world that we knew Anna would have accomplished. Part of her memorial fund is used each year to provide scholarships to students who shared Anna's commitment and love of art and especially of helping others, especially the underdog. Anna showed love and kindness to all people and helped to make the world a more loving and tolerant place. Anna was a wonderful artist and used her gift of art to show the beauty of the world and her vision in the world, and especially as this year's recipients did. Many times, the arts aren't given the appreciation that they deserve, and I know Anna's looking down as she'd be happy that we made this part of the scholarship. In fact, we had the recipients provide a piece of artwork that demonstrates how they think they're reflected in the world. Most importantly, though, this year's recipients exemplify Anna's character and kindness towards others, especially those that need it the most. which is incredibly important. We're proud to award 3 scholarships in the amount of $2,500 each, and we just want to say thank you to basically all our sponsors, everybody that's helped us in our various fundraisers, which, God bless everybody. So our 3 recipients this year are the following: Sarah DeMarco, Piper Luca Savage, and Kelsey Paraski.
Our next scholarship is the Tammy, Lynn, Jervis, Reeves Memorial Scholarship, presented by Steve Jervis.
Good evening. My name is Steve Jervis, and I'm a 1993 graduate of Tunkhannock Area High School. On behalf of my father, Steve, my mother, Sandy, my sisters, Missy, Andrea, Erica, and my wife, Kirsten, I'm honored to be here tonight presenting the Tammy Lynn Jervis Reeves Memorial Scholarship. Tammy was my oldest sister, and she graduated from Tunkhannock Area High School in 1983. Upon graduation, she pursued a career in dental hygiene. She was diagnosed with leukemia in 1988, and she passed away 2 years later at the very young age of 25. Both of our families, the Jervis and the Reeves, have decided to give away an annual scholarship to a graduating senior from Tunkhannock Area High School majoring in the healthcare profession. And as I'm getting older, it's so nice to read my sisters and I both, all the essays, and to know many of your parents. So this year's recipient, as a matter of fact, mother is a former classmate of mine in 1993. So Anne Marie, I'm not sure if you're out there or not, but your daughter did a great job on her essay. You'd be very, very proud. This year's recipient is Kayla Griffin.
Our next award this evening is the Frank L. Mazzio Senior Memorial Scholarship, presented by Debbie Mazzio Dunbar and Maria Mazzio Brena.
Good evening. My name is Debbie Dunbar, and this is my sister, Maria Brannon. We are here tonight to present the Frank L. Mazzio Scholarship in memory of our father. The Frank L. Mazzio Senior Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior who will attend a four-year university in the fall of 2025, majoring in education. This scholarship recognizes a student who embodies our dad's passion for education and lifelong pursuit of learning. Our dad spent close to 40 years in his beloved field as an English and driver's education teacher at Falls Overfield High School and Tunkhannock Area High School. He later served his students as assistant high school principal at Tunkhannock Area, where he retired from. Our dad was greatly admired by his students, his faculty, and the entire Tunkhannock community. He truly enjoyed watching his students develop into well-educated and well-rounded adults. The scholarship is awarded yearly to a student who has excelled academically, stands out as a leader, and has shown a commitment to service. This year, we are awarding two $1,000 scholarships. The recipients are exceptional students and have shown tremendous leadership in their extracurricular activities. Their list of accomplishments is beyond impressive and only matched by their commitment to service within their school and community. They have been described by their teachers as independent self-starters who will become inspiring educators one day. Both students also submitted very touching essays that mirrored our dad's values and commitment to family. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipients, Aaron Van Ness and Kendra Sawicki.
Our next scholarship is the Bryce Brown Memorial Scholarship, provided by the Brown family. The Bryce Brown Memorial Scholarship was created 7 years ago to honor the life of Bryce Brown and to award a deserving Tunkhannock area grad Hold on, there's more. I was waiting for the family. I'm sorry, guys. Was created 7 years ago to honor the life of Bryce Brown and to award a deserving Tunkhannock area graduate who exemplifies the qualities Bryce possessed. This scholarship is a labor of love made possible each year by the contributors of Bryce's family, friends, and the incredible support of our community. It serves as a tribute to the positive impact he had on so many lives and a way to keep his spirit alive. Bryce was a proud 2017 graduate of Tunkhannock Area High School, and although his time was far too short, the impact he made on the community is something we want to honor and remember. Bryce unexpectedly passed away at the age of 18 due to complications from a blood disorder. In his short life, Bryce packs in so much love. He loved playing baseball, wrestling for the Tigers, and he was continuing his education at SUNY Cobleskill University, working towards a degree in agricultural power machinery. Beyond everything, Bryce had a zest for life. He was passionate about farming, loved riding his dirt bike, and enjoyed snowboarding. But more than anything, Bryce believed in helping others, working hard, and being kind to everyone he met. That's why this scholarship was created, to honor Bryce's life and to provide financial support to a graduate that embodies those same qualities. The scholarship is for a graduating senior from Tunkhannock area who is pursuing a degree in a trade, technical school, 2- or 4-year college, or even an entrepreneurial pursuit. We're looking for someone who is involved or committed to agriculture, outdoor activities, athletics, helping others, or spreading kindness. This scholarship seeks to honor recipients who, like Bryce, demonstrates kindness, a zest for life, and the ability to bring light and laughter to those around them. This year, we raised enough money for 2 $1,500 scholarships. This year's recipients are 2 individuals who work diligently in all that they do. They both bring unique qualities and use them to spread kindness. They have a compassionate heart, an unwavering spirit, and the ability to uplift and inspire those around them. We hope that the recipients will carry forward Bryce's spirit, making the world a brighter place, one act of kindness at a time. This year's recipients of the Bryce Brown Memorial Scholarship are Sarah DeMarco and Bryce Miller.
Our next award this evening is the Damon S. Young Memorial Scholarship, presented by the Young family.
Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here tonight to present the Damon S. Young Memorial Scholarship, something that means so much to our family. I'm Sarah Lipinski. This is my mom, Suzanne Young, my brother, Kenny Young, and my husband, Paul Lipinski. We are here to honor the memory of someone who continues to impact lives, even almost 20 years after his passing, my brother, Damon. In 2006, we lost Damon to kidney cancer. He was only 24. Damon was a special person, an athlete, an outdoorsman, a loyal friend, and above all, someone who deeply loved his family. He was kind, compassionate, and the kind of person who made people feel seen and cared for. Since his passing, we have held the Damon S. Young Memorial Race to raise funds for this scholarship. This year, the race is Saturday, June 21st at our family property in Center Moreland. In honor of Kenny, here's a runner's dad joke. Why didn't the skeleton run the trail race? He didn't have the guts. All the kids who have played for him would appreciate that. So, come join us to run or walk the trails or dirt road in our beautiful little corner of Northeast PA. As our token of thanks, we treat every runner, walker, and volunteer to a picnic lunch after the race. We hope to see you there for a great time. Thanks to our amazing community of generous friends and neighbors, we've been privileged to honor Damon's legacy by awarding scholarships to graduating seniors who embody many of the qualities he lived by. Over the years, we've given away over $50,000, and it's one of the most meaningful things we do. Sitting in my seat tonight, listening to the ways that our fellow presenters have shown strength amid hardships, I'm reminded that that's why we're here, to find meaning in loss. This year feels especially poignant. Just last week, Kenny and his wife, Courtney, along with their 3 daughters, experienced a tragedy. They lost their baby boy at just 20 weeks of pregnancy. He was born on Thursday with an umbilical knot and wrap, and they named him Charlie Damon. In moments like these, we are reminded of one of life's hardest truths. We all face trials. Heartbreak, loss, and moments of deep sorrow are part of the human experience. But graduates, what I want you to take with you tonight is this. It's how we respond to those trials that shapes who we become. We can let pain isolate us. We can spiral into darkness. We can ask the question, why me? Or we can choose a different perspective, one that says, this hurts, but I will not be broken. One that believes that even in tragedy, we can find strength, learn grace, and discover faith, hope, and love in ways that we never imagined. We can lean on those around us. We can trust that healing is possible, and we can carry the memory of those we've lost with us, not as burdens, but as reminders to live fully and love deeply. If there's one thing I want every graduate to remember tonight is this: every life has purpose. Damon's life had purpose. Little Charlie's life had purpose. And your life, each and every one of you, has incredible world-changing purpose. Your story is still being written. Listen for that inner voice that guides you. Follow your heart, trust your faith, and live in a way that spreads kindness and light. Your actions matter more than you know. The way you show up in the world sends ripples out farther than you can imagine, reaching beyond this stage, beyond this town of Tunkhannock, connecting us all in ways that you may never fully see. As always, choosing the scholarship recipients was incredibly difficult. The applications this year were nothing short of inspiring. Your essays made us laugh, made us cry, and helped us see the depth of your character and your dreams. We wish we could award each and every one of you. Thank you for taking the time to apply. But tonight, we're proud to award scholarships to 6 outstanding students. We believe in you. We're excited to see you live out your purpose, to go into the world with courage, compassion, and confidence. Remember, you carry the legacy of this place with you, and you are never alone. Go out and create those ripples of goodness and hope and love everywhere you go. Make the world a better, more loving and kind place, just like Damon did. Our winners of $1,000 each are Bryce Miller. I'll say all of the names and then we can applaud. Piper Lucas-Savage, Kelsey Porosky, Kayla Griffin, Olivia Uhas, and Haley Fenton. Thank you and congratulations.
Our next award is the Jack Daniels Memorial Award at the Community Foundation, presented by Kenny Young.
My name is Kenny Young, and that's Ben Robinson. He's supposed to be up here with me. The Jack Daniels Memorial Scholarship is awarded annually to a college, trade school, or military-bound senior from Tunkhannock area that participates in 2 out of the 3 sports of cross-country, swimming, or track and field. The winner is determined by a formula that adds the best 2 of a student athlete's places in an individual event at the district meet in cross-country, swimming, and/or track and field, plus the student athlete's class rank. Additional points are also awarded for other interests and activities that are in line with Jack's interests and activities, as listed on the applicant's resume. The person for whom this scholarship is named, Jack Daniels, placed 6th at AAA varsity cross-country districts while also qualifying for states, qualified for AAA districts in the 500 freestyle and swimming, placed 4th at the AAA varsity track and field districts in the 3,200 meter run, and was tied for 2nd in his class academically, just prior to his death following his freshman year at Tunkhannock area. He was also a member of the band, he was active in his church, was a member of the steering committee, and he was also involved with SAD, Students Against Drunk Driving. Ben and I are presenting this year because we were given the opportunity to help organize the Jack Daniels Mile this year. I'm sure you all know what it is. It's the race right before the parade during the carnival. And it's a fun race because there's the community cheering for you the whole entire way, a whole different feel than most other races. After the scholarship plugged in all the numbers into the formula, this year's Jack Daniels Memorial Scholarship recipient is Josh Gaudet.
Our next award this evening is the Gary E. June Memorial Scholarship, presented by Mark June.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark June, and I'm here to present the Gary E. June Baseball Scholarship. For the last 4 years and soon to be 5, we have run a golf tournament in his memory to raise funds here at Tunkhannock for this scholarship, and as well been able to donate to athletic programs here and at Lackawanna Trail. I always speak about the June family and its ties to baseball here at Tunkhannock. From the 1930s through the 1990s, it was very possible to find a June in a baseball lineup here. With my grandfather Henry in the 30s, excuse me, my uncle Elwood in the 50s, my dad in the 60s, and Uncle Tim in the 70s, and myself bringing in the 80s and 90s. It's certainly a game we have taken pretty serious through the years, and paying homage to my dad, choosing a baseball player to recognize makes the most sense. Gary June was raised in Mahoopany, a 1966 graduate of Tunkhannock High School, and also served as their class president. While at Tunkhannock, he was a 3-year letter winner for head coach Charles Shaw in baseball, and also served as the athletic trainer for the football team. He was known for being a slick fielding second baseman with a steady stick. His shining moment will always be the triple against Abingdon Heights, driving in 2 to help the Tigers win 2-1 over their rival in a critical game, to which those 1965 Tigers eventually went on to be district champions. From 1981 through 1988, our father served as an assistant baseball coach here with his dear friend and Tiger teammate Sue Castelline. The duo helped the Tigers to a 1982 Lackawanna League championship, as well as a 1986 Wyoming Valley Conference championship. His interest in Tunkhannock baseball spanned for many years, but his love for baseball lasted a lifetime. For our applicants, we ask a simple question. What does the game of baseball mean to you? For myself, if I was to answer, I'm sure I would go over a time allowance for this evening. But I will say, being a member of the 1990 District 2 Championship baseball team here at this school will always serve as a great memory for myself. Now on to tonight's recipient. And I would just like to share a few of his remarks to our question. Baseball has brought me friendships, given me dedication, taught me the importance of working hard and valuable life lessons. My grandfather always played catch with us and taught my brother and I about the game and his love of the Cardinals. My grandfather and brother are the reason why I love the sport, and I will always be fond of the memories we made through it. This is a story the June family can relate to and certainly appreciate. And with that, I would like to present the 2025 Gary June Baseball Scholarship to Jack Wells.
Our next scholarship, the Russell Fox Senior Honorary Scholarship at the Community Foundation, presented by Jeanette Siegel.
I have to say I feel a little gypped because when you guys were in 8th grade, it was our return from the COVID shutdown year. And so as a result, I only had a few of you in class. Most of the kids were online that year. And so I feel like I really missed out. One of the things that I'm sure you remember is the fact that you came back to school and everybody wore masks. I only saw 12 of you at a time. You came 2 days a week. And it was always quiet, unnaturally quiet in the room. And I'm sure if you ever walk by my classroom now, you know that is no longer the case. It is no longer quiet. I do kind of miss that. The other thing about when you were in 1st grade, it was the year that my dad got sick and passed away. So the year after that was the first year that we did this scholarship. My father grew up on a dairy farm. He spent his first 8 years of school attending a one-room schoolhouse at the end of Greencastle Road in Northmoreland Township. He attended high school here in Tunkhannock in what is now our administration building, and then he joined the Army. He became a tank commander at the tail end of the Korean War, and then he went to Millersville University to earn his teaching certificate. He spent the bulk of his teaching career teaching industrial arts in this district during the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. In honor of my father, this scholarship provides financial assistance to a student who will be continuing his or her education in an industrial arts-related field. As an industrial arts teacher, my father taught classes in graphics, electronics, yearbook, wood, metal, and photography at a time when other school districts were shutting down or severely limiting their industrial arts departments in favor of participating in separate tech schools. My father and his colleagues fought to keep the industrial arts department at our school intact. They believed that students should not have to choose between honors courses and career tech courses. They believed all students should have easy access to both. This year, we have yet another winning candidate who closely embodies that ideal. This year's winner has not only taken and excelled in honors and advanced placement courses in many of his academic subjects, but he has also managed to take numerous industrial arts, or CTE, courses as well, including drone piloting and aerial videography, electronics, foundations of engineering, and discover engineering. He also participated in a semester-long engineering internship at Pulverman. According to his scoutmaster, this particular student does not just look good on paper, he is the real deal. He has a great sense of humor, and he is dedicated and hardworking. For his Eagle Scout project, he raised $30,000 to create the pickleball court at Lazy Brook Park. That project went on to win Best Eagle Scout Project in the region, and then the territory, and then came in as one of the top Eagle Scout projects in the nation. I saw it for myself last night, and I am determined to learn pickleball so that I can take advantage of it. A fellow teacher called this student outstanding and said he would hire him for any job at any minute. Hard worker is the greatest compliment that my father would ever give, so I know he would be delighted by this year's recipient. It is with great pleasure that I announce that this year's winner of the Russell N. Fox Memorial Scholarship is Logan Zdanowitz.
Our next award this evening is the Barry Robinson Memorial Scholarship at the Community Foundation, presented by Robert Whitlock.
Good evening. 2025 would mark 50 years since Barry attended Tunkhannock High School. Half century is some time ago, so there may be some folks out there that would know him, but there's probably a lot who don't. I'd like to give you a brief story and a sense of who he was. He was a 1975 graduate of Tunkhannock High School. He was a wrestler and a pole vaulter in track and field. We grew up together in the 1960s and early 70s in the town of Jenningsville. Even though he was a bit older than I was, we became fast friends, and we continue that through our adult lives. Barry was an intense competitor. He was passionate about his sports and when competing, and he brought that same drive as a volunteer coach here at Tunkhannock. He returned to coach both wrestling and for pole vaulting, devoted countless hours and miles to and from practices and events. In 2015, he was inducted into the Tunkhannock High School Wrestling Hall of Fame as a coach. It was a passion that he truly loved, and he loved working with others. That passion paled in comparison to the birth of his son, Tyler. I never saw him so proud and so in love when he was born. I'm sure he had so many plans and dreams dancing in his head for Tyler. But tragically, Tyler only lived 20 short months and died of a rare disease known as Lay's disease. It was a huge toll on Barry and his family and friends. When Barry was somewhere around the age of 55, he started to forget things. He would stop in the middle of a sentence and lose his train of thought. As often in these cases and situations, it took doctors a long time to diagnose, but in the end, it was frontal temporal dementia, or FTD. It is often misdiagnosed as Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. And in 2020, at the age of 63, Barry passed away. In life, he gave his time, knowledge, and energy to many. And even after death, Barry's giving continued, as his estate made a significant donation to the United Mitochondrial Disease Foundation that does research for diseases such as the one that took Tyler's life. All these actions and qualities that he demonstrated in life and after is the why that led to this scholarship, as family and friends thought it would be a perfect way for Barry to continue to give back for many years. To all the graduates, best of luck in this newest chapter of your lives. To the scholar applicants, thank you. You made it a tough job, as most folks find out that is very difficult. It's a rock and a hard place kind of for us. So with many great applications, with their third recipient of the Barry Robinson Memorial Scholarship, Olivia Uhas.
Education Association scholarships presented by Renee Jones.
It is an absolute honor to be here tonight to celebrate you guys. Your class is amazing. That's all we ever talk about, are your faculty and your staff. We just brag about you guys all the time, and I hope you know how much we love and respect and just how proud we are of all of you. The Tunkhannock Area Education Association awards 4 $1,000 scholarships to students planning on attending a post-secondary school. Our first recipient will attend the University of South Carolina, Beaufort, majoring in early childhood education. Congratulations to Asti Murray. Our second scholarship is awarded to a student majoring in acting at Coastal Carolina University, and also someone like Mrs. Candrovi. I have known this person since she was born, and I'm so proud of her, and I love her very much, Sarah DeMarco. The third recipient spends a lot of time playing spike ball outside my house. So this student will major in occupational therapy at Misericordia University. Congratulations, Kayla Griffin. Our final scholarship recipient will attend the University of Notre Dame, majoring in cognitive and behavioral neuroscience. Congratulations, Bryce Miller. We are so very proud of everybody and our 4 recipients. We're proud of your accomplishments, and we cannot wait to see what all of you guys do next, because we know it's going to be impressive. Thank you.
Our next award this evening is the Tunkhannock Indoor Soccer League Scholarship, presented by Nikki Neveski.
Hi there, I am Nikki Nagavaski. I am the president of the Tunkhannock Indoor Soccer League. This year, we had a very successful year. We serviced children from ages 5 through 8th grade, or 5 years old to 8th grade, for 9 weeks from January until, I want to say March. And this year, we are able to offer 3 scholarships in the total of $4,000, which is huge for our little program. We also do 1 project for the boys soccer team and 1 project for the girls soccer team. And we keep no money for ourselves, we give it back to the community. So we ask the students about their best memory and their worst memory. I learned 2 things. We have a really fierce camaraderie with Hanover. I don't know what that's all about, but every single one of them wrote about Hanover. And that was their worst memory. And their best memory was with Elk Lake for some reason, which was pretty cool. So I learned that you guys should embrace your failures and, most importantly, celebrate all of your successes. So this year, our scholarship winners are
Kayla Griffin, Natalie Volkavich, and Piper Robinson.
Our next scholarship is the Tunkhannock Lions Club Scholarship, presented by Tom Henry.
It's a pleasure to be here tonight. I'm going to keep this real short. We have 2 scholarships, and I've been honored to give out scholarships since 1989, 2 every year from the Tunkhannock Lions Club. And tonight's recipients are Cody Porcoro, am I saying that right? And Mia Van Houten.
Our next award this evening is the Jason Rollins Memorial Scholarship, presented by Randy White.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here tonight. As a member of the 100th graduating class of Tunkhannock Area School District, I'd like to congratulate the 141st graduating class of Tunkhannock Area School District. Congratulations to all the individuals that took the time to fill out an application for the Jason W. Rollins Scholarship. It is not often that this world is blessed with someone who would end up having a profound effect on so many people in a few short years than some people do in a lifetime. Jason Rollins was one of those individuals. Jason was tragically taken from us on February 10th, 2012 in a work-related accident at the age of 30. Jason's scholarship was established through donations through the community, his family, and friends to honor his life and his accomplishments. Jason's scholarship will assist a graduating senior who possesses the same qualities as Jason did. Jason was a member of the class of 2000 and participated in football, basketball, and excelled in track and field. I was lucky enough to have coached Jason in track and field. He was one of the most outstanding hurdlers in the Wyoming Valley Conference and District 2. Jason could light up any room and always left people with a smile on their face. He had a spirit that was second to none and would always lend a helping hand to anyone that needed it. This year's recipient of the Jason W. Rollins Memorial Scholarship is ranked 8th in her class and will attend Lock Haven University in the fall and major in psychology. She has had an outstanding academic and athletic career here at Tunkhannock Area High School, where she participates in varsity softball and has served as the team captain this season. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, Steering Committee, FBLA, and Skills USA. She also spends a great deal of time volunteering within our community at Seven Loaves Soup Kitchen, CHOP, the Produce Market, Community Cleanup, Special Olympics, and Tunkhannock Little League. It is my honor to introduce to you the 2025 Jason W. Rollins Scholarship winner of $1,000, Mackenzie Hannon.
The next scholarship, the Tunkhannock Business and Professional Women Fran Coleman Memorial Scholarship, presented by Janet Rober and Julianne Miller.
Good evening, everyone. As you heard, my name is Janet Rober, and I have my lovely assistant here with me tonight, Julianne Miller. Our local organization, Tunkhannock Business and Professional Women, known as BPW, started in 1947 and is honored each year to award a scholarship to a young lady, and yes, we do accept male applicants, and have awarded to males in the past. This year, no males applied. The Tunkhannock BPW mission is to achieve equality for all working women in the workplace through advocacy, education, and information. Our local organization has districts, and we are part of District 8. Our district is part of BPW PA. Organized in 1919, Pennsylvania Federation, known now as BPW-PA, is one of the first women's organizations to formally endorse the Equal Rights Amendment in 1937, and we have led the drive for ratification ever since. BPW's agenda has been clear. The first issue, the elimination of sex or gender discrimination in employment by achieving equal pay and benefits for all working women. On average, women need to work 2 extra months to equal the equal pay wages of their male counterparts. This year, it took until mid-March. Second issue, we still do not have an Equal Rights Amendment for all 50 states. The Equal Rights Amendment ensures that no one is denied rights based on sex or gender alone. This amendment still has not been ratified, even though it was introduced to Congress in 1923. Third issue, which is another major issue, is to support legislation that will eliminate violence against women and create public awareness of this crucial issue. During this presentation tonight, Over 100 people will be victims of domestic violence, up to 10 million every year. Lastly, BPW is involved in assisting women military veterans and mentoring our young careerist women. Our first scholarship was given out in 1971. It continued each year, and during our club year of 1988-89 was named the Fran Coleman Scholarship as a memorial to our first local president. Including tonight, we have given out 64 scholarships since 1971. Fran Coleman was a World War II veteran, a businesswoman, and a mother of 3. She served as the first president of the Tunkhannock Business and Professional Women's Organization. Before I announce the winners, thank you to Kelly Landon for all your help making this process easy. Tonight, we are giving out 3 scholarships of $1,600 each. We had 11 applicants this year, and our committee of 4 put these 3 names to the top. Please hold your applause until all 3 names are read. Kayla Griffin, wanting to have education for occupational therapy. Piper Lucas Savage, marketing and interior design, and Mackenzie Hannon, psychology.
Our next award this evening is the Wyoming Sullivan County's Bar Association Scholarship at the Community Foundation, presented by Tom Daniels.
Thank you. It's so rare that an attorney gets any applause, so ever, anywhere. My name again is Tom Daniels. I am here this evening to represent the Sullivan Wyoming County Bar Association. And each year we award a scholarship to a deserving senior graduating from a high school in Sullivan or Wyoming County who intends to go on to study in the fields of law, criminology, or law enforcement. Before I get to my presentation, though, I do want to make a little bit of a public service announcement. Next Tuesday, May 20th, we have an election here in Wyoming County. Not a national election, not even a state election, but it's important nonetheless because we have to appoint a second judge for the Wyoming County Sullivan Court of Common Pleas of Wyoming and Sullivan County. So it's a very important election. The potential here is for the next judge to serve anywhere from potentially 10 to 30 years. So the judiciary will be set. So it's, again, I encourage anyone here eligible to vote to please go out next Tuesday and vote. In recognizing the achievements of this year's scholarship recipient, I think I'd be remiss if I did not also recognize those individuals who played a major role in the lives of all of these deserving young men and women. In fact, I myself sat in your seats not too many years ago when both my sons, both graduates of Tunkhannock Area High School, were here this evening, and I can tell you it was probably the most proud evening of my life. So I share that with you. Both my boys actually went on. One's a high school teacher in his own right, another a physician's assistant, and both of them now have also gotten their master's degree. So let it be known, seniors, that your Tunkhannock Area High School education can take you very, very far. And I also appreciate firsthand, having served as solicitor for Wyoming County Children and Youth Services for the last 13 years, that there's a very important role that parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, significant others, and perhaps most importantly, grandparents play in guiding and nurturing our youth today. So for that reason, in addition to these young men and women, I also congratulate each of you for having raised and guided these individuals, these young men and women, in helping them to attain their goals and recognizing their hard work. And I'd like to do something a little bit unorthodox, but I think appropriate. And I'm going to ask seniors, stand, face your family, congratulate them. Please give them a round of applause, since they certainly deserve it. Thank you, thank you. And now I'm pleased and proud to announce that this year's Sullivan Wyoming County Bar Association Scholarship is awarded to Natalie Borgeson. She's not here this evening? I'm sorry? Our winner this evening is Natalie Borgeson. I'm sorry, Natalie Bokavich. I apologize. Obviously, I didn't go to Tunkhannock Area High School. Thank you very much.
Our next scholarship is the Wyoming-Lackawanna County Farm Bureau Scholarship, presented by Dale Shoup.
First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to you guys. You've made 12 years. Now you got more. You're going out in the world and that. So congratulations to all you graduates. I'm Dale Shoup. I'm Vice President of the Wyoming-Lackawanna County Farm Bureau. It's an organization. We cover 2 counties. We give out scholarships in Wyoming and Wyoming and Lackawanna County. We had 30-some scholarships across the county this year, in 2 counties. And one come to the forefront right off the bat in that. And he was in FFA. He wants to go on and follow the diesel mechanics. As a farmer and that, we need mechanics because we need to fix our equipment and that. And this is one of the things we try to get somebody that's going to help us in the agriculture field. And I'd like to present the scholarship to Cody Pecora.
Our next award this evening is the Tenaska River Valley Generation Scholarship Program, presented by Eric Seaman.
Good evening. My name is Eric Seaman, plant manager of the Tenaska River Valley Generation. I'm honored to be here today on behalf of Tenaska and the River Valley Generation team. Today is a special day, especially for the graduating students we are recognizing. This moment marks an important milestone not only in our lives, but in the lives of the families, educators, and the entire community. At Tenaska, we're proud to be more than an energy company. We're committed to being a good neighbor, supporting the communities where we operate and where our employees live and work. One way we give back is through our scholarship program, which helps local graduating seniors pursue higher education. We see this as an investment in the future, not only of these individuals, but of the communities they will go on to serve. Excuse me. Since 2000, Tenaska has awarded over $1 million in scholarships to more than 1,200 students across the country. This milestone reflects our longstanding belief in the power of education and the potential of young people just like yourselves. We are continually inspired by the students who lead with character, show initiative in their communities, and bring a passion for learning and growth. Our hope is that this scholarship helps ease the path forward and reminds you that your community believes in you. To all the students here today, stay curious, keep striving, and know that you have the ability to make a real difference in the world. On behalf of Tenaska and the Tenaska River Valley Generation Team, I'm proud to present this year's scholarship awards to Lauren Bulkley and Zoe Powers. Congratulations and best wishes to you all as you begin this exciting new journey. Thank you.
Our next scholarship is the Wyoming County Community Health Foundation Scholarship at the Community Foundation, which would have been presented by Shaylin Shave, but unfortunately she couldn't attend this evening. In her place, the scholarship will be presented by Ms. Brittany Wood.
Good evening. On behalf of the Wyoming County Community Health Foundation, formerly known as the Tyler Health Foundation, it has deep roots in supporting healthcare needs within our county. For many years, the foundation, then under its previous name, focused on raising funds directly for Tyler Memorial Hospital and broader healthcare services in our region. Before the hospital's closure, the Tyler medical staff proudly awarded an annual scholarship to a graduating high school senior pursuing a career in healthcare. When the hospital closed, the medical staff reached out to our foundation with the hope of continuing this important tradition. We were honored to take on this responsibility. In fact, not only were we able to continue the scholarship, we were able to expand it. Thanks to the foundation's support, we have doubled the amount and now award scholarships to not just one, but 3 exceptional graduating seniors across Wyoming County. One of those outstanding students is from Tunkhannock Area School District. We are proud to recognize students who are committed to furthering their education in the healthcare field and who will one day serve and strengthen our communities in vital ways. We are also proud to continue this scholarship annually, helping support the next generation of healthcare professionals. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to announce that the recipient of the 2025 Wyoming County Community Health Foundation Scholarship, selected by a dedicated committee, is Piper Robinson.
Next scholarship, Endless Opportunity Scholarship at the Community Foundation, presented by Gina Severcool Sedam.
So, good evening. I'm Gina, as everybody said, and as many of you know, I'm so proud to stand up here and see so many graduates of our youth leadership program. When Mrs. Elias and I started this program a year ago, 2 years ago now, we didn't know what to expect, but we were met with our inaugural class of such amazing students, and now we've graduated our second year of students, and we couldn't be more thrilled. This year, we lost one of the women who founded the chamber, Pat Furneaux Brown, and we started thinking about how we could honor a chamber founder. And what a better way to do that than to start a scholarship in her honor that would be specifically awarded to someone who understood the value of chamber and of community. So this year, Our scholarship committee reviewed the student essays anonymously to select our award recipient. And after they were reviewed, I was able to read those essays. And I was truly moved by the growth, the insight, and the passion that these students shared about the Chamber's Youth Opportunities Uncovered program. This year's recipient began the program believing that leadership meant being the loudest voice in the room. But through meaningful encounters with our local leaders, like Jeff Swire and his compassion, Donna Labar and her understanding, and so many more community citizens that give their time to this great program, they discovered that leadership comes in many forms. With every session, they grew more confident, more inspired, and more committed to making a difference in their community. Their tenacity to achieve reflects the vision and values that this scholarship was created to honor in Pat Furneaux's name. May your journey be filled with endless opportunities, leadership, and success. Congratulations to this year's first ever Endless Opportunities Scholarship recipient, Natalie Bolkavich.
Our next scholarship, the Charles Edward Coach Shaw Memorial Scholarship presented by Don Davis.
First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Landon for organizing this scholarship committee. He does a lot of work on it. He's very efficient in what he does. I think I coached him in football, so he should be efficient. But what a great job he does, and we should all be thankful to him. I'd like to congratulate your senior class for this year. And I'd also like you to, as I sit here every year, the people that donate the scholarships are just incredible people from incredible families. And if you got a scholarship, I'd hope you look at the person that gave you that scholarship and learn a little bit more about him or her. And if you don't know who they are, Mrs. Siegel is old enough to know everybody. So just ask her tomorrow. She'll give you the rundown. I'm here to present the Coach Shaw Memorial Scholarship. Coach Shaw was an iconic figure in Tunkhannock sports history. He was a 51 graduate of Tunkhannock High School. He believed in multi-sports. Don't play one sport. He played 5: baseball, football, basketball, track, and volleyball. And sometimes you wonder how he could do that. I remember him telling stories of when he was on the baseball team and they were practicing and the call for the 440 came up. Quickly changed out of his baseball spikes, put the track spikes on and ran 440 and came back to baseball practice. He was a phys ed teacher for over 40 years. He was my football coach. He was my athletic director when I coached here. And he loved Tunkhannock sports and he loved the orange and black. He is a great passion for the Tigers. He would bleed orange and black. Tragically, he lost his life in an accident in 1980. And he's a member of the Luzerne County Hall of Fame, Pennsylvania Hall of Fame, East Stroudsburg Hall of Fame. He started the wrestling program at Tunkhannock High School, and he just loved the sport so much and loved what sports did to people. This year's recipient gave the committee a little bit of insight into how Coach Shaw would enjoy her. She's going to continue her athletic career at Lock Haven University. One of the things she's going to do in her future is teach middle school, wants to give back to the community, wants to be back to kids and coach and be a great influence in their life. She's involved in many activities, American Cancer Society, the Produce, and the Steering Committee, and Seven Loaves Kitchen. And Coach was always into community service. You lived in Tunkhannock, you believed in Tunkhannock, and you give back to Tunkhannock. And this year's winner of a $1,500 scholarship and a Coach Shaw plaque is Miss Erin Warner. Van Ness.
Scholarship at the Community Foundation, presented by Sandra Bean Fox.
Thank you. It is an honor to be here, and I am honored to follow the Coach Shaw Award, because in listening to that wonderful introduction, I realized he would have gone to high school with my mom, and my mom probably cheered for him on the football team. So Tunkhannock, it's good to be a small town. My mom was a proud graduate in the class of 1952. Joni, we call her, was a cheerleader, editor of the newspaper, a yearbook staff member, appeared in the school musical, took piano lessons, was a majorette in the band, and loved Lake Carey, our home. She loved swimming, she loved rowing, she loved ice skating in the winter. She took these passions and carried them forward in her life, which I hope you all will do, and know that Tunkhannock and its beauty are within you, as they are within me, even though I didn't grow up here. I did not have that pleasure, but I now consider it home as well. We were children when she taught us the Tunkhannock train cheer, and I could spell Tunkhannock at the age of 5. She went on to Penn State University, where she continued cheering, and she proudly taught us Short Yell State. If you're old enough, that cheer makes sense. Now we are. I'm a teacher in Cape May, New Jersey. We like to say, small world, big Cape May. And when I walked in, I had the pleasure to meet one of your guidance counselors who said, "Did you really drive from Cape May to be here tonight?" I said, "Of course, I couldn't miss this." And she mentioned her favorite place to get a black and white milkshake. And I said, "My daughter probably served you at that ice cream parlor." So we are united. It is a small world. And I've heard so many of my fellow presenters say, share that kindness in the world and it will come back to you. And you never know who you're going to meet, who knows someone that you know and will take care of you and take care of each other. I teach students like you. I teach the well-rounded students. Our award came from sadness, as many of these awards have tonight. Our mom was tragically killed as she was building her dream house on Lake Carey in 1997. So hard to believe this is our 28th presentation. And full circle moment of kindness in the world. I sat in front of Abby Valvano tonight, and she was an award recipient of my mom's memorial scholarship, and she was here with her daughter. So Tunkhannock, you're a beautiful place. My students like you, let's see who's in my piano class. I'm a music teacher. Boys and girls soccer captains, I got them both. Football captain, boys lacrosse captain, I got them. The girls tennis captain, she takes guitar with my friend. In boys tennis and girls volleyball, they're in choir. Girls cross country and track captain in band. Find that balance in your life. Music doesn't have to be your vocation. It can be your avocation, as can painting, as can dance, as can creative writing. Find that outlet that lets you escape the other things you do to give balance so that you can pursue your vocation. Mom's main message was, can't we all just get along? I think that's because she had 3 cranky kids. And I will say that is important, and that is what makes the measure of your character, is how you take care of others. So I'm going to add a thank you in addition to Mr. Landon, and I'm just thinking, I was probably 6 emails with him, and I'm one of, 30, 40 presenters. I cannot imagine his inbox. But as I'm watching this evening progress with your principal and assistant principal and being greeted by all your guidance counselors, the orchestration it must have taken someone to make sure that your awards weren't back to back because you're taking a picture while we're honoring the next, those things, I notice them and I respect them immensely. So with memorial awards come the responsibility that you honor our loved ones. And I hope, and I am confident, that our 2, this is a first for us, we could not decide, so we're giving 2 this year. Memorial awards for the Joan Carter Bean Award will go forth and take the lessons learned at Tunkhannock and take them out into the world to teach the rest of the world how beautiful Northeast PA is and the kindness of the folks that live here. So I'll say both names and then you can raucously clap for them. And I will be honored to meet Lauren Bulkley and Bryce Miller.
Our next award is the Wyoming County Democratic Women's Society Award, presented by Jody Krimmel, Pam Herman, Lisa Wilkins, and Nancy Thaler.
Good evening. I'm Nancy Thaler. This is Lisa Wilkins, Pam Heyman, and Jody Krimmel. We are the officers of the Wyoming County Democratic Women. And what we do in this county is acts of citizenship. So we have food drives, the scholarship. We maintain that little park across from CVS, the intersection. PennDOT owns it, but we keep up the rose garden, so when people come into town, it looks nice. But the reason we were founded was to promote women in leadership, particularly political leadership positions, and that's what we do, and that is why every year we invite the women, students, seniors in Wyoming County to submit an application for the scholarship. Why do we do this? Why are we focused on women in political roles? Well, someday we won't need to be, but even though women are more than 50% of the population in the United States, we barely hit 30% in Congress and in our own state House of Representatives in the Senate. So we hover as low as 26% in the U.S. Senate, but as high as 38% here in the Pennsylvania Senate. Nevertheless, we're not there yet. I will say, though, that there has been some good progress, because in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives, it is a Republican woman who serves as the president, in the Senate, it is a Republican woman who serves as the president pro temp, and in the House, it's a Democratic woman who serves as the speaker. So we are seeing progress. So here we are with a scholarship that we invited students to apply for, and we had applications from Tunkhannock, from Wyalusing, from Elk Lake, and from a student at Prep. And the winner of this award wrote an essay in response to our question, what ideas do you have to bring people together who have different points of view, given the tension in our general society and sometimes animosity. And I want to read just a couple sentences from the paper that she wrote, because it really, I learned something from it, and it reveals her leadership characteristics. So she opens by talking about the fact that we should be, the phrase united we stand or divided we fall, as we all know that, but we have such a difficult time acting on it, neighbors talking to neighbors, even family members talking to family members, and that sometimes, we give up or we don't bother. So like a good leader, she is reflective, has emotional intelligence, and admits that she herself is not innocent of this. She says, I have at times shut down or avoided a conversation because I believed it simply wasn't worth having. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. I have my opinions and you have yours, and there's no changing that. But see, that right there is the issue. This mindset of avoidance is inherently one of division, and it is a mindset that is not conducive to forward thinking or to positive change. When asked, how do we bridge this gap? How do we come to the table and find a solution with grace? I resort to one word answer, and the word is curiosity. And she goes on to say that if we have curiosity about other people, we will be empathetic, we will yearn to understand their point of view, and in that we begin to get unity and mutual respect. So this student who wrote this really great essay that won has a lot of achievements, ranking 5th or 6th in her class, spent time in Spain as a student year abroad, which is a great experience to develop yourself as a leader. Good grades, lots of volunteer work, sports, all of those things, and very thoughtful about her future and the future of the country. So it is with great pleasure that we give this scholarship award to Zoe Powers.
Our next award this evening is the Bob Krimmel Memorial Scholarship at the Community Foundation, presented by Jody Krimmel.
Congratulations to all you seniors. Graduating from high school is fun and a really big deal. Good for you all. Please continue to make good choices, which will serve you well for a long time. We have been especially impressed this year as we had 32 applicants. Each applicant with impressive credentials and involvement in both the community and here at school. You all are amazing. Today I'm presenting our yearly award to 2 people who have had exciting futures ahead of them, and we offer our warmest wishes. But first I'd like to tell you about my husband, Bob Krimmel, and why we find it important to award a scholarship in his memory. The Bob Krimmel Memorial Scholarship is presented each year to a graduating senior or 2 who most emulates the value of Bob Krimmel. Bob was a health and phys ed teacher here at the middle school for more than 30 years. He had a fun sense of humor and loved telling corny jokes. He told so many that his students would trade jokes with him. He was known by his fellow teachers and administrators for telling innocent jokes. And Bob was a big believer in fun. He made friends easily, but he also exasperated people easily too. He especially loved interrupting his fellow teachers during their lessons to tell jokes, pull pranks, and generally cause a disturbance. Totally fun. Bob believed that hard work and not talent is what makes a person successful. His favorite students were those who strove to be the best versions of themselves. He was incredibly proud of those students who worked hard in the classroom and in their athletic endeavors. Bob also very much enjoyed coaching, especially football, but coached lots of different sports throughout his teaching career. From swimming to baseball to basketball to football, he appreciated being able to help students be the best version of themselves. Because Bob loved telling jokes, I will share a joke or two of my favorites. What do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry. They're going to get worse. What did the drummer name her twin daughters? Anna 1, Anna 2. A bossy man walked into a bar. He ordered everyone around. Okay, I'm done. In addition to telling corny jokes, Bob loved when a new joke was shared with him. Our family knows that he would be delighted to know that so many terrible jokes were being told in his memory. So I'll close by sharing the jokes of this year's recipients. So just hold your applause. Why did the football coach go into the bank to get his quarter back? And what is the difference of a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? A tire. The 2025 Bob Krimmel Memorial Scholarship Award winners are Zoe Powers and Bryce Miller.
Our next scholarship is the Tunkhannock Rotary Club Scholarships presented by Jody Krimmel.
Okay, I have one more joke. I was kidding. How did the barber win the race? He knew a shortcut. Okay, I'm done. Rotary is a global network of 1.2 million neighbors, friends, leaders, and problem solvers who see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, and in our communities and in ourselves. Solving real problems takes real commitment and vision. For more than 110 years, Rotary's people of action have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. From literacy and peace to water and health, we are always working to better our world and stay committed to the end. Our mission is to provide service to others, promote integrity, and advance world understanding, goodwill, and peace through our fellowship of business, professional, and community leaders. The Tunkhannock Rotary is awarding an academic scholarship and a vocational scholarship this year. Each scholarship is for $1,000 awarded to students who we believe embody our mission. Both of our selected students are impressive for their goals, and we wish them the best as they seek to aid our community, both locally and nationally. They both seem to have adopted the Rotary motto of service above self. We are grateful to each applicant, and the Tunkhannock Rotary wishes each graduate a wonderful and productive future. Congratulations to Cody Procoro and Zoe Powers.
Our next award this evening is the Tunkhannock Junior Tigers Scholarships, presented by Mike Maribel.
Good evening, everyone. As I sat here for 2 hours and 40 minutes to come up with something witty or something sharp to say, nothing came to me. So the best thing I could do for these young students, I've talked to a couple of you during the week. Everybody's counting the days to leave Tunkhannock. It's easy to say you want to do it, you want to leave. That's great. But as you leave, most of us here will know, you leave going to bigger and better things. There's things that you've learned in Tunkhannock, and there's people you've met in Tunkhannock that'll change your life. You may not notice it right now, you may not understand it, but when you get older, you'll understand it. So don't rush it, embrace it, enjoy what little bit of time you have left. There's always a saying, it's kind of cliche, you could always, leave Tunkhannock, but Tunkhannock's always in you, all those fun things. That is the absolute truth. So embrace it. It's your lifetime friends. You may not see it now, but it's the best community in the world. You'll never be supported like this community. Between your teachers, everywhere you walk in town, everybody knows you. That's a double-edged sword, but you don't get that everywhere. You're gonna go to college with kids that went to school with 1,500 kids in their class. You don't have that personal touch. And I reflect tonight with some of the stories growing up in Tunkhannock. I'm a graduate of 1992. So a lot of these awards tonight were near and dear to me. Dr. Shelley, for instance. I had the privilege of sitting there and listening to him tell stories and sing songs to me when I was a senior. I graduated with Melissa Candrovi. That, at that time, meant nothing to me. Now it means a lot to me. He's given back to the community that gave so much to us. Robin Montross, I watched her play softball as a high school kid. Coach Davis, I watched him win a million different volleyball games as a coach. Coach Shaw was my gym teacher. Mr. Krimmel was my gym teacher. Those people are giving back, those families are giving back to this community that gave so much to me. But when I was 18, I was naive, I didn't understand that. So I hope this thing, everything that's going on for you in this next month, absorb it, take it in, right? You are privileged to have this community behind you. So that being said, that's the best thing I can come up with. So my award is for Tunkhannock Junior Tigers. I've been a part of this organization for 15 years now, and we are going to present a football scholarship and a cheerleading scholarship for a student who has been in our program all the way up through from kindergarten and continued into their varsity. So we have 2 recipients this year. Our football one is Daniel Browning, who could not make it here. He's out of the country, I believe, right, Crystal? He is our first recipient for the football side. And the cheerleading side, you're still a cheerleader? Ostie Murray.
Our next scholarship is the Navy ROTC Scholarship, presented by Petty Officer Morgan and Chief Petty Officer Busby.
Good evening. I'm Chief Petty Officer Busby. This is Petty Officer Morgan and Chief Tucker. We're here on behalf of the Department of the Navy and Navy Talent Acquisition Group Pittsburgh to present an ROTC, Navy ROTC Scholarship. The Navy ROTC Scholarship is an honor to receive. Over 6,000 people applied this year, and a little bit under 1,200 people were accepted. It's a $200,000 scholarship to any college that has a Navy ROTC program. The applicant today is going to be attending Louisiana State University. He's a top student, a member of the National Honor Society, serves as the vice president of the Student Council, also a dedicated athlete, competing in cross country, track, swimming, sports that demand discipline, resilience, and grit. This applicant isn't just preparing for college, he's preparing to serve his country as a future naval officer. Through this scholarship and the Navy ROTC program at LSU, he'll gain the education and training to lead with honor and integrity. Behind every great student is someone who believed in them, supported them, and helped guide them in their path. Along with this incredible school counselor that we're also going to recognize, we also recognize and deeply thank this applicant's parents and family for their unwavering support, encouragement, and the values they've instilled in him. The person receiving the Navy ROTC Scholarship is Joshua Gaudet. And we're also proud to present, whenever somebody wins the Navy ROTC Scholarship, we ask them to nominate somebody that helped them in their education. so that we could present them award too. We call it the Impact Influencer Award, and Mr. Gaudet nominated Miss Susan Elias. On behalf of the community and the country, we're proud of you. Congratulations on this incredible achievement, and thank you for your commitment to serve.
Our next award this evening is the Procter & Gamble Foundation Scholarship, presented by Chris DeMarco.
Hello, I'm Chris DeMarco. I'm here representing the more than 1,900 employees of Procter & Gamble's Mahoopany plant with the honor of presenting the winners of this year's P&G Fund Scholarship. Congratulations to the entire Tunkhannock Area High School class of 2025 and your families. Your neighbors at the Mahoopany plant are proud of your accomplishments and wish you the best. 2025 is the 47th year of the P&G Fund Scholarship competition. In that time, over 250 scholarships have been awarded to children of employees and retirees of our Mahoopany plant from over 20 high schools throughout the region. Each scholarship provides the winner with $2,500 for full-time study at an accredited college. Excuse me. We're very proud of our 4 2025 scholarship winners from Tunkhannock: Lauren Bulkley, Bryce Miller, Zoe Bowers, and Sarah DeMarco.
Our next scholarship, the Rose Bruno Memorial Scholarship from the estate of Ron Salamis. The Rose Bruno Scholarship Fund was established to offer a college scholarship to a qualified senior who demonstrates a commitment to their education, their community, and their after-school job. The scholarship is in the amount of $1,000. Many students applied this year, and the committee loved reviewing each answer and reflecting upon which answers sounded most like Ron Salamis, the man who first created the scholarship in memory of a woman who lost her life during a tragic accident while Ron was working for the Erie-Lackawanna Railroad and Conrail. Ron passed in 2009, but it was his wish that his estate would continue to fund this scholarship to carry the legacy of Rose Bruno forward. The scholarship committee enjoyed reading about the love this senior has for his mother, which reminded us of the close bond Ron shared with his own mother, as well as the detailed narrative about his after-school job at McDonald's. We also appreciated the questions you asked when prompted. Your curious mind echoed many of Ron's own thoughts. Congratulations to the winner of this year's scholarship, Mike McAseeb.
Our next award this evening is the Nicholson Women's Club Scholarship. From the women of the Nicholson Women's Club. Our club began in 1891 as a history club, transitioned to a book club, and officially became the Nicholson Women's Club in 1915. Our object is to serve the community by offering women socialization and involvement in activities supporting Nicholson and surrounding areas. Our most exciting project is the Nicholson Bridge Day event occurring in September of every year. This year, it is on September 7th, all day on the streets of Nicholson. There will be a chicken barbecue, over 60 vendors, basket raffles, and entertainment. We appreciate your participation. Each year, we also offer a scholarship to a deserving female senior who will be attending college in the fall. We were impressed by the numerous hours this year's recipient has volunteered, her willingness to donate blood, and that she is a member of the Lake Winona Fire Department. She also wants to pursue a career in the Army. We commend her for wanting to serve her country. We wish her much success. We are proud to award this year's scholarship to Natalie Bulkavich.
The Matthew Van Fleet Memorial Automotive Scholarship at the Community Foundation. This scholarship was established in memory of Matthew Van Fleet, who at 21 years of age passed away in an automobile accident. It is awarded to a high school graduate who has studied automotive, motorcycle, or truck technology. Our recipient this year is Jamie Jenkins. Jamie is not here this evening, sorry.
Our next award this evening is the LIU 18 Post-Secondary Scholarship. The Luzerne Intermediate Unit Post-Secondary Scholarship is a one-time award of $1,000 and is designed to reward successful students who have been involved in LIU programs during their school year. Proceeds from the LIU annual golf tournament support this scholarship. This year's recipient is Zaria Streech.
The Elizabeth Cadwallader Stoddard Scholarship. This scholarship is designated for a female student that meets specific guidelines and is pursuing their education further. This year's recipient is Kayla Murray.
Our next award this evening is the Robert and Diane Terrell Family Scholarship at the Community Foundation. The Robert and Diane Terrell Family Scholarship seeks to reward candidates who strike a balance between academic excellence, volunteer work, and actual work experience. This year's recipient checked all those boxes and plans to study psychology. And the awardee is Mackenzie Hannon.
The Tunkhannock Class of '66 Scholarship at the Community Foundation. The Tunkhannock High School Class of 1966 established a scholarship with the aid of the Community Foundation of the Endless Mountains to honor their 59th anniversary since graduating from good old TAHS. Any needy and deserving student who is college, trade school, or military-bound seniors from current TAHS graduating class is eligible. Students who are graduating are then judged on their worthiness based on their resume, financial need, intended major, class rank, GPA, activity, community and volunteer involvement, professional job experience, and other information. This year's recipient, Natalie Bulkavich.
Our next award is the Tunkhannock Moose Lodge 1276 Jeff Schaefer Memorial Scholarship. The Jeff Schaefer Memorial Scholarship is an annual scholarship given by the Tunkhannock Moose Lodge, Chapter 1276. Jeff was a 1978 graduate of TAHS and was a member of the Tunkhannock Moose Lodge for several years. He ran the family business, Schaefer's Heating and Plumbing in Tunkhannock. This annual scholarship is given to a deserving graduating senior who is planning to continue their education at a vocational college or trade school. The scholarship is $1,000 and can be used for any school expenses. This year's deserving recipient is Cody Pecoro.
David Clark Memorial Scholarship at the Community Foundation. The Community Foundation established the David Clark Memorial Scholarship to benefit a Tunkhannock area high school student who has overcome personal adversity to graduate from high school and to go on to college. The winner of the David Clark Memorial Scholarship, Zoe Powers.
Our next award is the Logan C. Jennings Memorial Scholarship. This year marks the 4th year of the Logan C. Jennings Memorial Scholarship. Logan was a 2020 graduate of Tunkhannock Area High School, an avid outdoorsman, a lettering athlete, and a self-motivated hard worker. After his high school graduation, Logan attended LCCC and graduated cum laude with a certificate of specialization in welding. He thoroughly enjoyed his employment at Stonehenge Golf Course and at Procter & Gamble, where he was excelling. Logan worked hard, he played even harder. He consistently strived to be the best possible at whatever he was doing or mastering. He tinkered, he fixed things, he could just figure things out without much effort. Things came easily to Logan. What made him the most special was his demeanor. He was quiet most of the time, but still possessed that fun, outgoing personality. He was loved by many, especially his family. He had a best friend in his younger brother, Caden, who graduated in 2023. This scholarship is being awarded to a graduating senior who noticeably works hard, plays hard, and shines like Logan. A student who is similarly comfortable around vehicles, enjoys spending time with family, and takes pride in her personal work and accomplishments. One who has taken red tile shop classes like Logan did, most specifically the welding classes, and who will continue her higher education perfecting her craft. The recipient of the Logan C. Jennings Memorial Scholarship for this year is Kayla Murray.
Dr. Roger Place Memorial Scholarship. The Dr. Roger A. Place Memorial Scholarship commemorates Dr. Place's leadership as superintendent of schools in the Tunkhannock Area School District. The award is given annually to a college-bound graduating senior who has excelled in both scholastic and athletic endeavors and has demonstrated leadership to the local community. The recipient of this year's $2,000 scholarship award is Piper Robinson.
Our next award is the Joseph Dower Scholarship Award at the Community Foundation. The Joseph Dower Scholarship is awarded to a student who combines academic success, community service, balance between school and outside activities, and financial need. The scholarship is a renewable 4-year award as long as the recipient maintains a 3.0 grade point average in college. The 2025 winner of the Joseph Dower Scholarship is Loriana Alston.
Francis and Marion Wright Scholarship. The Francis and Marion Wright Scholarship is a one-time award for the student who is runner-up for the Joseph Dorr Scholarship. The 2025 winner is Ty Richter.
The Tunkhannock Chapter Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizen Award. The DAR Good Citizens Award and Scholarship Contest, created in 1934, is intended to encourage and reward the qualities of good citizenship. This award recognizes and rewards high school seniors who possess the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism in their homes, schools, and communities. Once a student is chosen as their school's DAR Good Citizen, the student is invited to participate in the scholarship portion of the program. This consists of a personal statement and an essay contest. Scholarships are awarded to essay winners at the chapter, state, division, and national levels. The winner of the DAR Good Citizen Award and Scholarship Contest for 2025 is Logan Zdanowitz.
Tunkhannock Chapter Daughters of the American Revolution Scholarship. For more than a century, the members of the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution had dedicated themselves to historical preservation, promotion of education, and encouragement of patriotic endeavors. Since its beginning on June 9, 1900, the Tunkhannock Chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution has carried on this mission by encouraging these same initiatives into our local Wyoming County communities, and has had the privilege to present scholarships for the past 15 years to Wyoming County students planning on continuing to pursue their education and who have evidenced a commitment to both community and country. We therefore take pleasure in awarding this monetary award to a deserving student, hoping that in some small way we are able to contribute to the pursuit of her chosen career. The 2025 Tunkhannock DAR Chapter Scholarship recipient is Zoe Powers.
The Christopher J. Packer Memorial Scholarship. The Christopher Packer Scholarship Fund Committee is very happy to present a $1,000 scholarship to a very deserving young man. The scholarship requirements are a Tunkhannock senior entering a trade school in the upcoming year, a well-rounded student including academic work, community involvement, sports or other extracurricular clubs or activities, letters of recommendation from teachers, community leaders, employers, church leaders, etc. Chris Packer would have been very worthy of a scholarship with these parameters, and so is this year's recipient, Cody Pecoro. Cody is attending the Universal Technical Institute of Exton, PA to become a diesel mechanic starting this summer. He is very well-rounded, a good student who is on the honor roll, and a member of the National Honor Society. He is involved in FFA, band, archery, soccer, and tennis. He is also a referee for the Pee Wee Soccer League and works at Walmart. The letters of recommendation for Cody were exceptional, coming from the Pee Wee Soccer League, his archery coach, community business leaders, and lifelong friends of Cody and his family. Words describing him included a respectful and positive attitude, a hard worker, and determined and conscientious. Best of all, Cody shared with our committee his goal of becoming the fourth generation in his family to be a diesel truck driver and own and repair his own truck. We wish him the best of luck in reaching his career goal and all of the other Tunkhannock graduating seniors.
The Factoryville Sportsman's Club, Fred Locke Memorial Scholarship. The Factoryville Sportsman's Club holds an annual sporting clays shoot each spring to raise money for the Fred Locke Memorial Scholarships. These monetary awards are given at a Tunkhannock Area High School and Lackawanna Trail High School in memory of Fred, who was president of the club for many years. This year, the club is awarding this scholarship to Kelsey Paraski.
The Jackie Dispenza Memorial Scholarship at the Community Foundation. These words from Maureen Dispenza, mother of Jackie Dispenza. Jackie Dispenza graduated from Tunkhannock High School in 2007 and passed away in a car accident on her way to work in 2011 at the age of 21. She was bright, quick-witted, and had a smile that lit up every room. The Jackie Dispenza Memorial Scholarship was created by members of the Wyoming County community in her memory. Jackie struggled with anxiety and low self-esteem. To know her, you would wonder why. However, she, like so many of us, placed far too much emphasis on others' opinions rather than her own self-worth. As you move toward the next chapter of your lives, remember the only opinion of you that matters is your own. Let no one but you define who you are. You are in charge of your destiny. I wish you all the best for a successful, loving, as well as rewarding life. Congratulations to Ty Richter, the winner of this year's scholarship.
The Ralph V. Martin Family Scholarship at the Community Foundation. The Ralph V. Martin Family Scholarship was established by the family and friends of the late Mr. Martin to provide tuition assistance to graduates in the top 25 percentile who matriculate at college or a post-secondary degree program. This year's recipients are Hannah Milner and Logan Zazanowicz.
The Al Purdy Music Scholarship at the Community Foundation. This scholarship was established by the Tunkhannock Area High School Band Booster Club to honor Mr. Purdy, a longtime teacher at the school. The post-secondary scholarship is for a high school graduate who exhibits exceptional musical talent and who has contributed significantly to the music department. The delegated selection committee is responsible for selecting the recipient in consultation with the Community Foundation. The winner of the Al Purdy Music Scholarship for this year is Molly Kaiser.
Luzerne, Wyoming County Head Start Alumni Scholarship. Established in 1987, the LCHS Alumni Scholarship Program honors the achievements of former Head Start students set to graduate from high school and continue their educations. Since its inception, this program has awarded 300 scholarships to outstanding students who began their educational journey as preschoolers at Head Start. This year's recipient, Libby Stevens. The Horatio Alger Association Scholarship.
The Horatio Alger Association provides college scholarships and support services to promising young people in recognition of their character, academic achievements, leadership qualities, dedication to community service, and desire to pursue the American dream through higher education. The association is pleased to name Zaria Streech as a Horatio Alger Pennsylvania Scholar.
The Sandra M. Ide Memorial Scholarship. The Sandra Ide Memorial Scholarship is presented each year to a graduating senior who exemplifies the characteristics that best defined Sandy's personality. Sandy was passionate about helping others and valued kindness. Her family was the most important thing in the world to her. She had an infectious, never-ending smile and outgoing personality. Although Sandy lost her battle with cancer at the young age of 51, she left an impression on the world that will never be forgotten. The Ide family would like to thank all students who applied for this scholarship. This year's recipient, Kelsey Paraski.
The Willard J. Sickles Memorial Scholarship. The Willard J. Sickles Memorial Scholarship is presented to a student pursuing studies in engineering, the trades, or animal care. Bill was a resident of Falls Township. He was a graduate of the Pennsylvania State University with a Bachelor's of Science in Mechanical Engineering, where he also pursued graduate-level studies. Bill enjoyed a long and interesting career with American LaFrance Fire Apparatus, Acker Drill Company, and Intermetro Industries. A licensed professional engineer, he holds over a dozen U.S. patents. He also proudly served his community as a volunteer firefighter with the Lake Winola Fire Company, was a board member with the Humane Society of Wyoming County, and served as chairperson of the Falls Township Planning Commission. Bill lost his battle with leukemia in 2022, and this scholarship is presented in loving memory by his wife and best friend of 43 years, Gail. This year, we are awarding 2 scholarships. Congratulations to Logan Zdanowitz and Hannah Milner.
The Roy W. Piper Charitable Trust Scholarships. The Roy W. Piper Charitable Trust Scholarships are awarded based upon a combination of financial need, academic merit, and community service, extracurricular activities, and are for the use of education at an accredited higher education institution. We would like to recognize the winners of the Roy W. Piper Charitable Trust Scholarships for 2025. They previously received their awards at a banquet on May 7th. We would like the following students. Please come to the stage. Congratulations to Mackenzie Hannon, Emily Mosier, Libby Stevens, Zaria Streech, Maya Van Houten, and Catherine Wood. And now for our school awards. The Joseph Dorr Endowment Fund Award. The annual Joseph Dorr Endowment Fund Award is given to the student who demonstrates academic excellence through their 4 years of high school education by finishing second in the graduating class. Mr. Dorr felt that this endowment, he would encourage academic excellence in the Tunkhannock area schools. And it's with pleasure that we present the Joseph Dorr Award to our 2025 Salutatorian Jacqueline Martin. The Tunkhannock Area High School Scholarship Award. This annual scholarship award is given to the senior student who ranks first academically in the graduating class. This award recognizes academic excellence and encourages success in future career goals. It is my honor to present this year's scholarship award to our 2025 valedictorian, Lauren Bulkley. This concludes our 2025 Senior Community Awards ceremony. We congratulate all of the students who received these generous and heartfelt scholarship awards. On behalf of the Tunkhannock Area School District, we sincerely thank each family, business, and organization that contributed to this amazing event. Special recognition goes to our high school guidance counselors for their hard work and dedication organizing this event. Special thanks to Kevin Kreinberg for his audio and video expertise, Sherry Gregory for her clerical expertise in creating the program, and Barb Sick for capturing the photographs off stage. We wish you and your family safe and enjoyable remainder of the school year. Thank you.